This is my Tascam 144. It's a 4-track tape recorder. Has all your basic functions: fast forward, rewind, play, record, stop, pause, button to open this little door. It also has this memory button, so you can remember a certain part of the tape you want to stop or start at. What's really cool is this pitch control. It shifts the pitch of the tape. Let's turn it on. VU meters turned on. Each track of the 4-track has a trim, an aux send, a treble, a bass, and a pan pot. You also have this function that tells you when you're playing the tape or when it's ready to record. Right now we have it set to listen to what's on the tape. We have one side of the tape on 3 and 4, and the other side on the tape on 1 and 2, but it's backwards because the tape is backwards. So I have this side of the tape panned completely left and the other side completely right, and the left and the right going into my interface. 1 and 2 channel. Some EQ effects, more bass, whatnot, treble, no bass. This is the back of the unit. 4 inputs. You got a tape cue, aux in left and right, the line out that I'm using, an aux out, and a headphone out that I use from time to time. I tracked a demo for my band on this. The Tascam 144 can record 4 tracks at one time, but I would suggest to only record 2 mono signals at a time, only because if you record more than 2, you have to live mix each track. Meaning you have to pan 1 track left completely, 1 track completely right, and the other 2 tracks however you want them to land in the mix. So with just 2 mics, 1 on the drum kit and 1 on the bass amp, and these 2 pieces of outboard gear, we recorded a demo onto the Tascam 144. When you record onto tape, make sure you have the tabs in to record, and if you don't, stuff some tissue paper or toilet paper in there, tape maybe. So 1 track I have the drums, the bass, so I'm sending track 1 completely left, track 2 completely right, corresponding to my interface. That way I could send each track independently into my DAW, and the drums by themselves, bass by itself, isolated. And of course you could layer more tracks in. Mess with EQ for the drums, more kick, whatever you want. Sounds bad. So when you record into it, you want to have these facing out, corresponding to the labels. Select your tracks, 1 and 2 light up only. Have your 2 channels panned completely left and right. So playback. When you're recording, takes off the playback when you're recording. Playback. Mess with the pitch again. Also, when you're recording and you have your signal in here, keep an eye on the trim. This helps you regulate the input signal in here. Usually don't try to go past 0, but it's tape, but so there's a taste to that, doing that kind of thing. But yeah, that's my Tascam 144. I use it to run samples, loops, record my band, get some sort of interesting textures and stuff. Sampling off tapes as opposed to records, that's what I like to do. Records can be a little bulky, and sometimes tapes, you can store a lot of tapes. I have a lot of tapes. But yeah, Tascam 144. If you ever get a chance, pick one up. Really cool tool. Patch it in. Playing the tape off my Tascam into my LA610 interface. Printed that into my DAW. Found a sample I liked. Slowed it down, added some effects to the sample. Added a synth, another synth. Bounce the sample for some transition effects. Sample number 2, another sample, another transition effect. Hi-hat, kick, snare, snap, open hat, crash, reverb, bongos, little bell, disrespectful ass 808ers. Added my tag, this is what I got.